Wah! I may sound a little different. I've got a little bit of a cold, so please pray for me. But the reason you're here, God is testing you. How is he testing you? Is it a relationship that went south on you? Somebody you thought you were going to spend the rest of your life with, that relationship is no more. Is it your work? Is it your job? Is it your boss? Is it a coworker? Is it somebody at work that is absolutely testing your patience? Is it your financial situation? Is it your family? Did your car break down on the side of the road last week? How is God testing you? Because we know he tests us. In Psalm verse 11 or chapter 11 verse 5, the Lord tests the righteous, but the wicked and the one who loves violence, his soul hates. And then in Exodus chapter 16 verse 4, then the Lord said to Moses, behold, I will rain bread from heaven for you, and the people shall go out and gather a certain quota every day, that I may test them and whether they will walk in my will or not. So God is testing you. Are you going to walk in his will? Are you going to allow this trial to produce patience for you? Are you going to allow it to test your faith so you will become a better man of God, a better woman of God? Or are you going to give up? Are you going to throw in the towel? Are you going to say, Lord, this is too much? I'm an atheist now. I can't handle these trials you're putting me through. How are you going to handle these tests? Because oftentimes, the pain we go through, the greatest teacher I have ever met is pain. The nicest and most humble people I have ever met in my life have often went through the most. Some of the most horrific stories, the most painful stories I hear in people's lives often come from the nicest people I know. So how are you going to handle these tests? Like I said in James, it says we should be joyful when we go through these trials and tribulations because it's testing our faith and it's producing patience. Now, if you're anything like me, I want God to make me the best God-fearing man I can be. I want to be the best man of God I can be for the Lord because I want to be as least like the man I used to be. I want nothing to do with the old Levi. The Levi that used to live for the world, the Levi I want nothing to do with. I want to be as least like him as possible, and you should want to do the same. So why should we be joyful? Why should we endure God's testing? Because in James 1:12 it says, blessed is the man who endures temptation. For when he has been approved, he will receive the crown of life, which the Lord has promised to those who love him. So if you buckle in, you tie your shoes extra tight, you're ready to go through the mud for the Lord. I mean, he's going to give you the crown of life. You endure these temptations. You get through these trials, he's going to give you the crown of life. The crown of life is reserved for believers who leave behind the safety and shelter of Christian infancy in search for spiritual maturity. I want to get to as close with God as I possibly can because God whispers. God doesn't scream at you. He whispers because he wants you to be as close to him as possible so you can hear those whispers loud and clear. God whispers because you should be close enough to hear him. So God is testing you. How are you going to handle it? Are you going to say, bring it on? I say, bring it on. I want to become the best man of God I can be and be as least like the man I used to be. Now, what do you say? Are you with me? God bless.